What do a Cold War-era tank, a 1970s Greyhound bus, and a screaming logging truck in the Pacific Northwest all have in common? They were powered by this beast, the Detroit Diesel 12V71, 12 cylinders, 852 cubic inches, and a sound that could wake the dead. But this engine isn't just loud, it's legendary. And by the end of this video, you'll understand why this two-stroke diesel relic refuses to die and might just outlive all of us. So buckle up, because once this thing spools up, there's no turning back. The legend is born voiceover. Let's rewind the clock to the early 1960s, a time when America was building big, bold, and brutally powerful machines. General Motors' Detroit Diesel division was right at the heart of it. The 12V71, part of the Series 71 engine family, was a 12-cylinder, two-stroke diesel engine arranged in a V configuration. And here's the kicker. This wasn't just an engine, it was a statement. Play a clip of a Prius quietly passing by. Yeah, no offense to your hybrid, but this engine doesn't whisper. It roars like a mechanical lion on steroids. With 852 cubic inches, or roughly 14 liters for the metric folks, it pumped out anywhere from 434 to 525 horsepower, depending on the application, not to mention mountains of torque. And the sound? A high-pitched, banshee-like scream thanks to its two-stroke cycle and Roots-style blower. It earned the nickname, the Screaming Jimmy. The 12V71 was built for durability, not diplomacy, and it proved its worth, powering everything from fire trucks and buses to military equipment and marine vessels. So why did the 12V71 make such a mark? Because it was designed like a Swiss Army knife on diesel. Modular, reliable, and virtually bulletproof. You could rebuild one in the field with basic tools. Mechanics loved it. Fleet managers trusted it. And gearheads? Well, they worshipped it. But as powerful and iconic as it was, there was one fatal flaw in the design. We'll get to that. But first, let's see what made it such a versatile warhorse. The heart of the monster. The genius of the 12V71 wasn't just brute strength, it was modularity. The Series 71 was based on 71 cubic inches per cylinder. Whether you had a 2V, 4V, 6V, or 12V, all shared the same design DNA. That meant easier repairs, cheaper parts, and cross-compatibility across fleets. Now here's where things get spicy. Ever heard an engine sound like it's about to explode, but it just keeps going? That's a 12V71 at full throttle. That distinct screaming comes from its two-stroke cycle, where every piston fires once per revolution. Combined with the Roots blower, and often a turbo, it made for a fast-revving, insanely loud diesel engine. Perfect for applications where noise ordinances weren't exactly a concern. Trucks, boats, crane, tanks. Heck, some were even dropped into custom hot rods, because of course they were. But beneath all that thunder, the 12V71 had brains too. Its mechanical fuel system allowed precise tuning, and its compact V12 layout meant it could fit in tighter spots than you'd expect for an engine this powerful. Still, not everything was roses and rubber. The engine had one major downside, and if you've ever tried starting one in the dead of winter, you know exactly what we're about to say. The decline. And undying legacy. Let's face it, time waits for no engine. By the late 1980s, the 12V71 was showing its age. Environmental regulations tightened, fuel efficiency became a thing, and the two-stroke diesel, with its smoky exhaust and oil-slick tendencies, was on the chopping block. Clip of a hippie van with "Go Green" painted on the side. Yeah, this wasn't exactly the poster child for the EPA. The 12V71 couldn't meet emission standards without major modifications. It guzzled fuel, and those screaming decibels, they weren't neighbor-friendly. But despite all that, the engine refused to die. Why? Because you can't kill a legend. These engines are still in use today, in backup generators, tugboats, and custom builds, rebuilt, reworked, and still roaring. Owners say the same thing. It just won't quit. YouTube is full of videos of 12 V71s firing up after 30 years of dormancy, belching smoke, rattling like an angry beast, and then settling into that unmistakable growl. Mechanics are still rebuilding them. Collectors are still hoarding them. And believe it or not, Detroit Diesel still sells parts for them. That's how deep the demand runs. So what does the future hold for the 12 V71? Is it a dying relic, or a mechanical phoenix that will keep screaming into the next century? That's up to people like you. So here's the question. Would you ever drive a machine powered by one of these monsters? Or better yet, would you try to build one? Drop your answer in the comments, because we're just getting started. In the next video, we'll dive into the battle between two-stroke and four-stroke diesels and why Detroit's design still sparks debate to this day.